9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Oh,
That was quite the introduction.
hello everyone. Wow. Oh, we hit the ground running, huh? What happened?
Hey, what are you talking about? It's not me.
Ah, well,
Oh my God, how you been, man? I didn't see you all week.
you've been very busy
I was.
expressing your white privilege to the entire neighborhood.
What I like, it's what I like to call, what you call white privilege, I prefer to call perks and bennies.
Okay. Perks and bennies.
Okay, it's a little less offensive
Okay.
to us white people.
Yes, you privileged white folk.
So, yeah, got a lot done. Hey, what's up, Mike?
Oh my god, holy high I am fuck.
Hey, Travis, what's going on, dude? Yeah, just a lot of like white
Perks and
privilege,
bennies?
perks and bennies. Let's stick with perks and bennies.
So what are these
Uh,
perks and bennies from? Like what is it a perk of? What's a benefit from?
It's a product of Jenny going to work,
Being a kept man.
being the
Stud-
fine fitter, welder, foreman that she is.
Yes.
/ orbital welding instructor for the Union Hall.
So what I'm getting is she's got herself a stallion.
Yeah,
So she's like the sugar mom.
basically, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have
Um,
to
Basically, I have to stay in shape. As you can see, I'm failing miserably.
yeah,
I
you know.
have to keep my hand neat. We know I don't do that.
I mean carrots are shape.
So yeah, just yeah, but we got the driveway. We got to finally drive on it today, man.
Yeah, I heard you didn't get to break it in though.
No, the inspector came right after I left to go get Livy. They came and picked up the cones and said, "Yeah, just make sure whatever you do, just leaf blow it and make sure there's no sticks and leaves all over it before you drive on it." I said, "Okay," and hang up.
How'd
the
that
phone.
work out?
Seconds later, the inspector rolled up the driveway, and then Jesse went outside and politely asked him to not be there.
Get the fuck off the driveway.
And he said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I felt bad too because the guy was probably like, really, what the fuck, But what do I know? I never had that done. So the guys, if they told me make sure you do this before you drive on it, I just wanted to do it, right?
It's good.
But whatever. I think the driveway survived his
Infiltration.
yeah, the leaves, nothing got permanently impressed,
Embedded.
which wouldn't have bothered me. I thought it would have looked pretty cool,
No, in a million years, somebody would have discovered that.
right? Been like, oh, look at this, the leaf in a thing in some kind of weird black stone.
Yeah, it does. Oily.
Oily, it's weird.
I used to hear that they had oil in this land.
What about what I've been thinking about? Do you think this electric car thing is going to stick? Like, do you think it's going to stick around?
I think it has no choice but to.
Okay. Do you think it's
Whether-
going to continue to grow?
I think so.
So if it
I don't think it's
continues to
good.
grow, right? I don't think it's good either. But if it continues to grow, then how is that going to affect like the oil companies now? See, here's what I'm seeing. Okay. This is my I'm gonna throw out the Geo's prediction for the Middle East.
We'll have to get Dave on that.
Okay. Is that all these countries that survived on, you know, holding us hostage for oil for all these years, right, are now going to become less and less of a necessity to us
Yes.
than ever before.
We'll find something
And they will
else.
quickly lose their money that they have foolishly spent, right? And that'll be that. And there'll be, before you know it, there'll be videos of them cutting meat with their toenails. I'm just saying as a trend, because here's what I'm getting at. If you did I go over this with you already with Bollywood and Hollywood?
No.
Okay, so if you remember, like Hollywood was like booming and everything was cool, right? And then the Indians there in India, they got into their own little version of Hollywood, and it was and it was a big deal. And India was becoming like this premier country, like almost like Dubai is now, right? Where everybody's like, oh, it's the new India, and they're the next Hollywood. And then Hollywood died out. Nobody cared anymore because we got more into the internet and stuff. So did Bollywood. And Bollywood died out, and they went back to
cutting meat with their toenails.
Cutting meat with their toenails. And this is what I see happening. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's going to affect a lot of things. Financially, I'm saying. A lot. It's going to affect the world.
Oh, absolutely.
So
I think the government's just going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing until people have no choice but to buy an electric car.
Yeah. Here, you know what I think? The further we get away from a mechanical society, the less of the ability we have to leave some sort of footprint of who we were.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like if we don't leave monumental type things, if we don't leave like the pyramids or big buildings or you know, mechanical like machinery that they could find, like, you know,
I think we're just going to leave massive bomb craters.
well, think about how many of us, you know, still use photo albums. You know, everything is online. I mean, so it's like that. It's gone.
Exactly.
It does not exist. You know, just like that. So a section of history can literally disappear if we don't have some sort of solid,
tangible record keeping.
Yeah. Thank you. So that's my fear about moving too much into an electronic society. What are you leaving behind? I don't know.
I think it might be too late, though.
You think so?
I think it's like a runaway train.
I think Gen X is the last generation. I think it's up to us. That's what I think, because we are
us and our decrepit old bodies.
Yeah, well, because we are the tie-in between the mechanical era and the technological era. We are that generation that ties those two things together. We're the only ones that can say that.
We are the bridge.
We are. We bridged the gap, if you will. We're filling gaps is what we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're definitely filling gaps. We're going to be filling lots of gaps of awkward pauses.
Oh, okay.
Until I become less high.
Oh, okay. You're a little up there, are you, huh?
I think I feel myself floating back down.
Okay.
But
well, I'm feeling okay, so I'll just get chatty. You all right with that?
Please do.
What's up? What do you want to know about?
I understand that it's baking season.
Here's what a lot of people don't get about my situation that I'm in. Okay.
Okay.
Now some see it as, oh, look at this guy. He's got it made. Let me tell you a little bit about my struggle, if you will.
Who's saying you got it made?
I don't know. So,
just saying, I usually have my ear to the street. I never picked up that one.
I have
There's
to
a
deal
lot
with
of what the fuck's wrong with him.
that. You get a lot of.
he rolled past me on a skateboard screaming like a girl.
Help! No, it was a screaming help because they're getting stopped.
Exactly. But please, I'm now riveted. Tell me about the struggle. Tell me about the Geo version of Mein Kampf.
If
Your
you will,
struggle.
let it begin. Okay. So from now, which is October, until January,
Which is January.
which is January.
Yeah.
Okay.
The new year.
Jenny begins her baking season.
Okay.
This is where she will start baking and she will not stop until January, man. Now, here's the problem is that I have to sample things that are going out.
Because your quality control.
Right. I have to clean the whatever homemade frostings that she makes that are left over in the bowl before she throws it in the sink.
Oh, so you lick the ball out like a cat?
I use the scoop thing. I use a thing. I have to have all that, and then whatever broken cookies, maybe something's a little overcooked. I'll typically be the judge of that.
I find it difficult to believe that anything would ever be overcooked in Jenny's kitchen.
Well, if I can help it, it is. Like,
Oh,
she'll
so you
say-
try to distract.
Well, she'll say, I have to, let's say she'll say, I have to run to the bathroom real quick. If the bell goes off, take those cookies out.
Okay.
And then I go, okay. And then she goes, takes a shower or whatever. And then I just go outside. And then I can honestly say to her, I didn't hear the bell go off. You understand? Now,
Just go outside.
yeah, and then you get that once you start to you get that aroma like something's starting to burn, then you take them out. Take a little-
All right. Hi, Linda. We're talking about the baking season over at the Vaccarino household.
Those are what I call my baking techniques, by the way. Those are my own personal baking techniques that I use.
The going outside method to
Yeah, I
let
call
things
that- yeah.
burn a little bit.
Yeah, I call it the crisping method.
Okay.
Basically. And now once you get that, here's the thing about cookies, man.
Can't have just one.
Oh, besides that, is that once they start to burn just a little bit,
Catch fire.
yeah, the that flavor or that smell gets into the dough. So you're no matter even if they're really not burnt, but even just the edges are maybe you'll taste it. I think in the cookie. So Jenny themes those cookies.
Unusable.
Right. They now
Except
become
for by
part
you.
of my pile of diabetes.
They come, okay. That's
Right?
good. They
Um,
just this is like a pile of cannonballs
I
on your assault on your pancreas.
I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. You know, I'm getting older. She can't keep doing this to me. This is my concern.
Do you have like a good insurance policy?
No.
Oh, okay. So then I don't know. Maybe she's not doing it. Maybe she's just doing it to be nice.
I don't know. I'll tell you this much. I don't trust it.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it either.
Hey, Steve, what's up? Steve
Yeah.
Casciato.
Linda says those are unfit cookies, unfit for consumption.
Right, and so I eat them, and sometimes I'll take the burnt ones and the leftover icing that she has before she puts the bowl in the sink, and I'll scrape the icing out with the cookie, my burnt cookies.
But now you're leaving a burnt streak behind.
No, these bowls are just about to be put into the sink
Okay.
because she's gonna wash them, but she's got extra.
You intervened.
I mean, there's plenty out in there to to make more cookies with. She's just out of cookies and she's done. So she puts it in the sink.
So like a bear in a pot of honey.
Basically.
You just scoop in.
Yeah. Oh, so
Look at
delicious.
scoop out that buttercream.
Yeah, and then Christmas time, it's just a variety of cookies that she makes. There's like 10 different styles.
A variety.
So yeah, it's quite the variety.
So this is tough for you.
It's tough for me because I'm trying.
Your
I try to
caloric
eat healthy.
intake is higher. Your sugar intake is high.
Yeah, I usually typically I live off of some some seeds and shit, man. Some tomatoes and maybe some like ricotta cheese, some honey.
What are you, a fucking raccoon?
My bad.
You just described the diet of a fucking possum. If you ate ticks, you'd be a fucking possum.
Why do the possums got to be so ugly? They're like the friendly. Did you know that they're like the friendliest, sweetest little things? But
no, possums have a lot of benefits. I don't know if they're really friendly.
Well,
they're not like a
if
fucking.
you go to pick it up,
like
they'll
a kitten.
freeze, right? They'll freeze. They'll play
Or-
possum.
Wow, that's a weird coincidence that they call it that.
So I seen this on TikTok, and the guy picks it up and he pets it and everything. He pulls the teeth out to show the teeth off, and the thing and then he puts it down, and the thing just lays there and fucking lays there like
Because
this.
it's stuffed.
And then yeah, right, it's really dead. He's like, no, it's perfectly fine. He's like blowing in its little nose.
This is your assignment. You need to find yourself a possum to make friends with.
Well, I should. After I killed the one, maybe he was playing possum and he was just pretending he was fucked up. I don't know. Remember I told you about the possum I killed?
Yeah, the one that hissed at you.
Yeah, it hissed at me.
So that they don't sound friendly.
Yeah, I think that's just the sound they make. Like I don't think they make any other sound. Like a dog barks, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a mean bark. But I think that possums just hiss. So it's not necessarily a mean hiss. That's how he communicates. He's like, hey,
Okay.
So
you still shot it in the face.
Oh yeah, I blew his face right off his head.
Okay. All right.
I think he had I was gonna say diabetes.
He might have. He might have had the beaties.
He had rabies.
Oh yeah. I mean, obviously, if he was, you take an animal out at night like it's supposed to be, you add making its native sound, and then you times it by an animal that's almost impossible to contract rabies, and you add that all together, and you got rabid possum.
Oh yeah, no wait. What's the deal with them with the fleas? They're good with the fleas too. They don't get fleas.
I don't know.
There's something about that too with them. They're not really bad to have around.
No. I would love to have a
That's why
flock
I
of
need
possum.
to justify my killing by making friends with one somehow. Maybe. What do they like to eat? Maybe I could put some food out. Do you know what they like? What is their preferred
preferred fare?
Yeah, are they garbage hunters?
I think they're more of like American food.
Are
Sometimes
they?
the
Okay.
occasional Italian.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Tony. Maybe you can answer the question.
Oh, okay, Linda's
What's
a cat food. She knows.
what does a possum eat? Oh, cat food. Okay, there you go. Everything needs cat food.
I know that'll bring the coons. We don't need that problem. We know how that goes. Yeah.
She didn't say soul food. So you said something very, very strange to me before.
Really?
Yes,
What did I say?
not that.
Oh, okay.
When you said that Jenny tries to make a hamburger out of everything.
No, you know what she does? You know what Jenny will do? And I love my wife. She's the best cook in the world. But she will add what I consider burger ingredients to everything that she makes. You understand? Somehow she's got to factor in an onion or maybe a tomato somewhere where a tomato don't belong.
Some breadcrumbs.
Or, like, yeah. I don't know if anybody puts onions in their lasagna. I never did growing up. We didn't have onions in our lasagna.
Is it like a full layer of onions?
I don't know. It's like, well, no, not like rings of it. You know, they were like cooked.
Just like an
and
order of onion
they're
rings
like
in the middle.
sliced, thin sliced, and whatever. You know, was it horrible? No, it wasn't horrible, but
It
it's,
added an angle that didn't need to be there. Is that what you're saying? It added
I
a
just
new
don't think
facet.
it didn't belong. It didn't belong, and it was hard for me to tell her.
Yeah.
And
It didn't belong?
She basically said, "Fuck you! I'm still gonna put onions in if I want to."
But you felt like it didn't belong. Like the Italians
Right?
in the
Yeah.
20s.
Yeah, I felt like she was, you know, mocking my heritage,
Okay.
mocking it, if you will.
I've heard her mock your heritage, and it's definitely more upfront. There's no
But-
onions about it.
Oh, I know. But yeah, but she'll always factor in some sort of burger type something.
Burgerize.
Yeah. But that's, you know, you got to remember though, she's, you know, she's from the Midwest, man. They love
Different
steak,
world. They're Canadians,
and
basically.
fucking potatoes, and you know, corn and hot dogs and shit. They like all that stuff. Mayonnaise, all that shit.
Maybe I'm from the Midwest.
Listen, you don't eat mayonnaise like these people eat mayonnaise.
I eat mayonnaise like a bear with honey.
Oh God. You know what I tell Jenny when she makes me a sandwich with mayonnaise? Anything with mayonnaise, I say New York style, please, not Minnesota style, because Minnesota style is, it's like a mayonnaise fucking sandwich with some fucking cold cuts on it as a dressing.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Mhm. Like the cold cuts are sort of a gesture.
The cold cuts are all the dressing. You're right. Yeah. Just yeah. Here's something to have with your mayo. So Linda makes little mayonnaise cracker sandwiches. Mayonnaise on saltines. Now, I'm a
You make a
lover of mayonnaise, and I wasn't sure about this, but I do enjoy it. Now, here's another thing she does that's weird:
Fuck.
pickles and mustard.
That I could. I mean, I don't see myself doing it, but I can understand it just because.
Like spousal abuse.
I mean, I like mustard on my hamburgers because it goes good with my pickles. You know. So
Wait a minute. You put mustard on your hamburgers?
Yeah, I love mustard on my hamburger. I never put ketchup on my hamburgers because I already got fucking tomatoes on my hamburgers. So why do I want to ruin a fucking perfectly good tomato with fake tomato paste?
I screwed up. It's cucumbers and mustard.
Yeah, that I never heard of, but I guess it's kind of like a pickle,
Oh yeah, a little bit.
right?
It's a
pre-pickle,
it's a pickle before it's drunk.
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, you know, mustard is just a really good dip, man, for anything.
I'm thinking more of a honey mustard or even like a Dijonnaise.
Now you're talking French.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's as you told me earlier today. You may not understand that. It's chef talk.
It is chef talk. You may
Yes.
not get my verbiage.
I can't remember what you were verbaging at me.
I forget. I don't recollect. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the cucumbers and the mustard thing.
Not for you.
No, it doesn't bother me. It's just, it seems just wasteful.
Okay. Well, Linda is saying Grey Poupon. That's just like that's like a kind of a classy step up from mustard. It's mustard with a little punch to it. It's a little something.
Oh yeah,
nice.
it's got a right hook in
It's
it.
got a little something nice to
It's
it.
a Dijon
It is. you know.
mustard.
Do you still do the Grey Poupon commercial whenever you see the Grey Poupon mustard? Do you remember the commercial?
I do.
Do you still do it?
No,
I do.
of course you do.
I have to. Pardon me.
What?
Do you remember that? Do you have any Grey Poupon?
I'm doing a fucking podcast. Why would I have Grey Poupon?
You remember the guy would be like, yeah, I do. And he passed it over to him. From
Stupid.
One Rolls Royce to the other.
Yeah.
Very classy.
We just
mustard.
roll around. Oh, classy. What's he drinking out of it? Like it's a shot glass?
It's very classy mustard.
Oh, very classy to make yourself a fucking sandwich in the back of a fucking what do you call
A Rolls Royce.
A Royce.
Kind of remind me of the movie Arthur when I ever see that commercial. Remember the movie Arthur with Dudley Moore?
Yes.
That was a great movie. I think they did, maybe they did 3 of those. I know they did 2 of them, right?
Yes.
Yep. Good stuff.
I'd have to watch that again. I don't remember it.
He's just a really rich guy
Mhm.
who's like a raging alcoholic who just like gets into all kinds of riffraff and shit.
Oh man, 1 out of 2.
And yeah, right. And he falls in love with like what's her name? Liza Minnelli, who is, I believe, like a housekeeper or some shit, or maybe a taxi. I forget what the fuck she does. But they bump in, maybe she's a waitress. I don't fucking.
If anybody's gonna know, it's gonna be Lopez.
I think it was a waitress.
Okay.
And somehow they hook up, bing bang boom, he falls in love, and now it's rags to riches. He's taking her to all these fancy places. She's deculturizing him, he's culturizing her. It's a yin and a yang.
Oh, I see that.
It's a fucking beautiful love story.
Is it really?
Classic.
Okay.
Beautiful.
It should be a movie review. We should review movies here.
At least once
A month.
millennium. A month, okay. We could do a month.
Nah, I probably couldn't. I'll forget.
Yeah, I mean, there's, what the problem is, man. To be honest, there's no good movies anymore. In my opinion, there's no good movies anymore because maybe I'm just old, so this shit doesn't appeal to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. And then any
Yeah.
of the not old movies, but movies that have been out for a little bit, Linda's already seen. The movie Junkie.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just all, to me, it's all been done. Like it's all the same stories just being remade, or the same story with like just in a different town with different characters.
What
it's
do you
like
mean? Trading Faces with John Travolta? That's just a run-of-the-mill story?
Yes. Nowadays, they've probably done it 1,000 more times.
At least.
So,
Well, or leaving your kid, behind when you go on a vacation that includes air flight.
what do you think? Yeah, exactly. How many times we're going to do that, right? But what do you think led to the less creativity in the entertainment industry, like in writers and directors and stuff like that? What brought that on?
Because the most money is in a younger, dumber audience.
Right.
Tween
Makes perfect
movies,
sense.
teeny bopper
Yeah,
movies.
right. Yeah.
And
They found a place.
I don't think there's a
for them.
big attraction to make these, $100 million or multi-hundred
It's crazy.
$1 million movies when people are producing shit all over the world and it's getting shot up to Netflix and actually being viewed.
Mhm. That's what I think. I think that I think a lot of the downfall of Hollywood too has to do with the internet and creator content. Not my content, but you know what I mean? Like real creators out there that are like become famous over the internet and have taken people's attention away from.
Well, you're also rapidly shortening an already short attention span.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard to sell a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
People who usually get in their video in 1-minute doses.
And do you know that if you count the amount of times you stop and then scroll again, more often than not, you'll watch a video for only 2 seconds before you scroll.
Oh, yeah.
2 seconds. That's it. So, excuse me. So to keep somebody's attention for a full 30 seconds,
I usually take my shirt off.
that's pretty good achievement, man. If you could do that, I can't do that. But can you imagine keeping 100% of your audience's attention for 30 seconds?
We can't even do that here.
No. So we don't even know what 100% of our audience is.
I think we're seeing it right now.
All right.
4. And I believe every one of them is either us or related directly to us.
Tony Verone. Don't Italians throw? Yes, we do put an egg on top of all of our leftovers. I always did the leftover spaghetti with eggs. What else are you going to do with it? Throw it out or we give it to the dogs?
I tell people about spaghetti and eggs all the time.
Yeah, I love that, man. Spaghetti and eggs.
But now, do you make it like a pie?
Yeah, I'll put some. If I have leftover sauce, I'm gonna put it on there, and if I have some mozzarella laying around, I'll throw it on there too. Let it melt right on there once the eggs, and let it all cook. And it's like a big Italian omelet.
See, I like my spaghetti and eggs mixed, loose.
You like them loose, yeah.
Loosey goosey.
Do you ever do that with some? Do you ever do that with some breadcrumbs in them too, or no?
If I'm feeling particularly randy that day,
because I've done it like that too. My grandma used to make like these. It was almost like this little spaghetti cake thing.
Oh,
eggs and breadcrumbs, and it was delicious. But yeah, good stuff. Heller,
I miss pasta.
Yeah, well, the holidays are coming, so I'm gonna make some.
Coming.
How about, but I'm gonna cook it for you too, so that it's like so you could come over and eat it.
So you've made pasta perfect for me before,
yes,
and you maintained that I wasn't supposed to microwave it.
Sometimes I put it in curses a bowl of water that come out of your mouth are
I put it in a bowl of water.
Oh, good God! Do people do that? They don't really do that, do they? Can you do that? Cook spaghetti in the microwave?
I guess.
I know you can heat it up in the microwave.
Yeah.
But if you put it in
cook it from scratch.
Yeah, and let
if you bring the water up to the temperature you're looking for.
Well, you'd have to boil the water in your microwave.
You have to boil it.
Yeah, that would be I don't think you could do it. It would explode. You'd have explosive conditions.
That's the problem. Because once you break the surface tension of the water, you could experience bubblage,
splatter.
Yeah. Little face melting.
Yeah, you should come over because I'll. Yeah, it's got to be cooked perfect, so that you could taste it, and it's perfect. It's everything is nice. It's not clumped together or anything like that. It's fucking perfect.
So I'm seeing we're already cutting out the middleman of the gift presentation of the pasta.
Well, yeah, are you still going to get your own pasta to take home? I'm going to teach you how to cook it before you take it home this time.
Okay. Do I get to pick my sides?
Sure, absolutely.
What are the odds on endless breadsticks?
No endless breadsticks, but we got plenty of meatballs. Jenny makes the best meatballs. She really does.
So when did we have your balls? What did you make that we were so excited about?
I don't recall. Oh, you know what I made? Yeah, I made meatballs that was stuffed with spaghetti and mozzarella.
That's right.
And they were fucking good.
They were very good. I did enjoy.
Sliced it open.
I enjoyed rolling your balls around in my mouth.
Right?
Yeah.
And it had. Did Charlie try that too? Was Charlie here for that or no?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Charlie tried your balls.
I think he may.
He's cupped mine.
I know. I saw that.
My meatballs.
I saw the way he cupped them in his hand
gently. And the good news is no hernia.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm good.
Yeah.
You're good.
I could have told him 20 minutes earlier, but
just like, hey,
my chest hurts from coughing.
Right?
Yeah.
By the way, my chest is up here.
Yeah. So we're not only entering bacon season, we're entering your cooking. You do a fair amount of stove jockeying.
I'll spend. I think the last time, maybe I did like a couple of days in increments, and I made a couple of days. I forget how many pounds of pasta I made. Holy crap! I made a lot. I made raviolis. fettuccine, and maybe I made some angel hair. I don't remember because I love angel hair. That's like my favorite.
See, angel hair, it seems that there's a lot more responsibility when cooking an angel hair pasta, so it doesn't turn into just a glump.
Angel hair is about the respect.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you don't respect it, well, then you know what? You get what you get. Then you're going to get a bunch of dreadlocks. You're not going to get angel hair.
I cook it in 30-second increments. I open up the microwave and give it a stir.
Give it a good shake.
Yeah. And then,
Maybe you break it up a little.
like ramen.
Oh, yeah, right. You just dunk it into the hot water to see if it softens.
Yeah, exactly. When it finally softens. I just saw something in the notes, and I can't remember who said it. Were Harris supporters aggressive to you in Milford?
Yeah, I wanted to, I don't like to get political because you know how I am with politicians and all, but we're driving through Milford. I've never experienced this in my entire life, ever. Never. Driving through Milford, and there's some Harris supporters, right?
Uh-huh.
And
or as I like to call them, crazy people.
And as we're driving by, I don't care who they're voting for. Their little flags doesn't matter to me. God bless you. That's great. You feel the need to stand in the street and wave your fucking flag, right?
More power to you.
So, because, right, that's America, right? So now I'm driving through, letting them mind their business as I'm trying to mind mine. And this one guy, like, leans in from the sidewalk to my truck. I'm in the passenger side because Jenny doesn't let me drive. And, and he's like, going like this with his flag, and he looks at me and he's going like, and he gives me this angry look like he's trying to like stab me with his flag pole. Right. And I says to, like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't even do anything. Like, what's this guy's deal?
Say exactly what his deal was.
And Jenny said, I think it's because of your front license plate.
Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
And you know what really pissed me? It really pissed me off was, this is crazy because now like 1 or 2 stores down at this other restaurant, I forget the name of it, the one on 6th there, there's a bunch of Trump supporters. And we drove by them and nothing. They were just sitting there holding their flags. They didn't say or do anything. They just were sitting there holding their flags. But it was all about, that's what really sold me on. It was all about that plate.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But that's what pissed me off is that the reason that I have that plate is because to me, right? To me, I believe that flag represents you do you, and I'm going to do me, and don't bother me, and I don't fucking bother you.
Yeah.
Right? That's what that means, right?
Don't tread on me.
Right? I'm cutting through here, bro. I'm minding my business. Leave me the fuck alone. Right? That's what that means. That's all that flag means. And if you don't bite me, I promise, don't step on me and I'm not going to fucking bite. And that's all that means. It doesn't mean who I'm voting for anybody. It don't mean that I'm into politics. It just means leave me the fuck alone and I'll leave you alone.
Tony says, for the 2 of us watching, what is your front plate?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the, what do they call it? The Gadsden flag? Is
yes,
that what,
the
don't tread on me flag. I've had that flag on there for 10 years. Since the day I brought that truck home.
It's the only way I know it's you.
Right, exactly. And the thing is, it's like that had to be it because what's this guy's fucking problem, man?
His problem is he's insane.
Well, yeah, his behavior certainly was. I mean, now I could have taken that as a threat. I mean, and like gotten out of the truck and beat the shit out of that guy or something. You don't know. Like, there's crazy people out there, man.
I wonder if their fucking lunatic fucking mayor was part of that group.
Oh, okay. Is the mayor? I don't see. Now, here's the thing. I don't know much about Milford. I know it's a very politically. How do you say? What's that word? Like amped up, like town.
Yeah, it's a little leftist enclave.
Okay, and everything is very
in Milford. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah. So it's just okay. Yeah, it just doesn't seem friendly to me. Like when I go there.
Well, that's because people on the left tend to be
Mhm.
very accepting and welcoming,
Oh, really?
as long as you agree with them without question.
You want to know something? One time, another time I was down there, I was with Ray and Jenny, and they have like this community building on the corner that you could walk into, and they have like pamphlets and shit on the town and stuff, right?
Pride flags.
So we go in there, right? Minding my business, and this couple that was walking by us, this woman takes the time to look at us and says, "This is." We didn't know there was a Trump rally going. I had no idea there was a Trump rally going on down the road, and she stops to take the time to say, "Oh, they must be here for the Trump rally," or like she made like this really obnoxious comment. I forget what it was. Ray, Ray, he doesn't.
Yeah, no,
He went
doesn't
right
mince words.
into like "fuck you, lady" mode, and then I think he started off with, "Oh, really? There's a Trump rally? Where is it?" And then he's like, "And by the way, go fuck yourself." Like I'm like, "Okay, time to go."
Yep,
But
that sounds about right.
But again, I wasn't there for the Trump rally. We didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah.
We were just going for a motorcycle ride, and like we were harassed by that lady. That's the second time that I've been to that town where everyone is accepted, and I've been harassed.
Maybe it's like you're accepted, but you have to be initiated. Is that
Okay.
possibly they have to harass you to the point where you kill somebody?
Yes, exactly. And then
Yeah.
you're like, somehow I got to be. Maybe I just have to somehow become a victim or something, and then I'll be accepted by them. I don't know.
Can you pull off a good Mexican accent?
I can do that.
Okay, then you'll never fail to have a place to sleep. They'll always take you in.
Yeah, they'll take. Oh, would they? Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
They wouldn't put up a fence or anything around their little mansions.
No.
No.
They're not like that.
It's just so
They
interesting.
didn't move out of the city into Milford to get away from those people.
How
That's just coincidental.
how do they? You know what was going on down there the other day? The Black Bear Film Festival was going on when we were down there. It was kind of like a lot of traffic,
Yeah,
right? And that's where the movie stars come out.
I guess.
Well, I'm going to tell you. Did I ever tell you my Meryl Streep and Milford story?
No.
It's not a very good one. It's not long.
Can you make it long?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll just talk slow.
Can you stretch?
So this is a true story. So I'm walking down Main Street there in Milford, and it was the Black Bear Film Festival. I had no idea, and I saw Meryl Streep, and I was like,
I don't believe her to be a nice person.
dude, I don't know, but I always like found her to be very like I was just like like a kid growing up. I thought she was so incredibly beautiful and all that stuff, right? So I saw her, and I didn't know what to say, so I just shouted out, "Yo, Meryl, looking good!"
Oh,
And that's all I did, and I kept walking. She kept walking. I don't even
did
know.
she quicken her pace?
The security surrounded her. No, but no, nothing happened. She just kept walking, but that's all. I didn't know what to do. I just didn't know what to do.
You choked.
Like I didn't want to go over like some fucking idiot. Like what am I gonna do?
Oh no, you
You
wouldn't
know.
want to sound like an idiot.
Like go. Oh, okay, what am I supposed to say? Oh, yeah.
Looking good?
Yeah, right. So I might as well shout it from across the street. I think that's a little less scary. It's not so right in your face telling you.
Maybe for you
I'm
it was
telling you,
less scary.
You're looking good.
Having some fucking maniac screaming at you.
Yo, Gio, looking good. Let's go hide for a month. Jenny, I can't leave the house.
The time you left the house, you need new blacktop.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't know if there was any big stuff. I mean, not for the film festival, but doesn't Kevin Bacon pop up every once in a while with his brother and plays
Yeah,
music
I
in
think
Milford?
He lives in Pauling. I believe he lives in Pauling, New York.
He
right?
does upstate. Yeah, I would.
There's a lot of people that live in that area. Sally Fields lives in that area.
Whore.
She is, you know.
Jezebel.
He would-
Sally Jezebel Fields. That's what they used to call her.
Dirty girl.
Dirty girl.
Yeah.
Why do I have melted mushroom bar in my show notes?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that. So I'm trying
Can
to
you stretch this as well?
absolutely.
Okay.
So I'm trying to work my way. Here's what happened. Is that hey Lisa Florio, what's going on? So and Eric, what's up, dude? I want to talk about your onions and peppers and onions. So here's what happened. So as part of my PTSD therapy, right?
Pizda?
My PTSD therapy. Which by the way, they're now shifting more into mushrooms than ever as far as the usefulness and for people such as myself. All right, even people with ADHD,
Special folk.
Yeah, right, a special folk. But so I get these mushroom chocolate bars that they come in little doses.
Sounds like a delightful combination.
And it is delightful. Actually, it's
You
probably
got
the
chocolate in my mushrooms.
except for these one mushrooms that I had. I think they're called lion's manes. Maybe they actually taste really good. Sorry, actually tastes really good. But yeah, it's nice to have them in the chocolate. But Jenny brought it home one time for me, and it had melted in the package. So
It was a little difficult to dose.
Yeah, so I was like, well, fuck it. I'll just put it in the freezer, let it get hard. I tried not to move it, and I put it in the freezer, and then I took it out, and it's just kind of, what you would think. It's just kind of a blob of what was.
So one dose
So right, so
could have you happy for a month, and one dose
Right.
might have no effect at all.
and that's why this bar is taking me about a month to eat now, because like the doses are like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I didn't really feel much, and then the next time I'm like, oof, because it must have all just kind of gelled together. So, but yeah, I'm working through that.
Well, that's good to hear.
I'm enjoying
I'm
it.
glad to hear you're working through
I
it.
am enjoying it every step of the way. But yeah, it just really works. Works great. Lisa Florio. I've known her since I was probably,
Knee high to a June bug.
yeah, I want to say 6. Crazy.
Just a wee little boy.
Just a wee boy.
A wee
Yeah.
boy. A
Isn't that
wee
nuts?
little wop running around.
Yeah, a little guinea running around.
Running around. A
Raising
greaser,
hell.
if you will.
Oh my God. Me and my brothers, we were bad. We were bad.
Speaking of being bad,
Mm-hmm. You're not going to start talking about Michael Jackson, are you?
I'm
Because
bad.
I'm not a Michael Jackson fan.
No.
All right, go ahead.
You bore witness to Lopez almost getting us both fucking arrested the other day.
Yeah, I mean, what can we? Are we getting into this? Or we? I'll let you take this as far as you want to go, because I'm not having her come after me.
No.
All I know is that I'm driving to go do some nice time at the
See some empty cages
at Bear Mountain Zoo. I'd like to look at the empty cages and read what animal is there.
And just pretend the
and
animal's
all the
still there.
information on it.
Yeah,
Like-
and just visualize the
Right,
animal.
again with the word gesture. The cage is like more of a gesture.
It's
like,
a nod.
right. It's like
Yeah, this is a nod to the bald eagle.
and then there's all the information where it's like, this is the animal we'd like to have in this cage,
Yeah.
and here's all the info on it.
Funding is such. Please enjoy the marmot down the road.
Until one gets wounded in nature.
Do you imagine driving past a fucking dead bird and hoping it's at least a little bit alive, but you could rehabilitate it at your zoo?
Dude, that poor fucking zoo man, is like it really is. It's just a misfits and like
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
busted up.
I didn't mind it so much until I saw the three-legged bear with the crutches.
He had a little tin mug he was
Yeah.
begging for
I was
change.
like, this seems exploitative to me. Like, it just didn't feel right. You know, he's dragging a fucking hoof, a paw
thing.
behind him. The
Yeah,
poor
fucking
thing.
a honey jug filled with whiskey.
Yeah,
Poor thing.
yeah, just his fucking tie crooked and half
I
pulled
mean,
down.
They did. I mean, not for nothing. They did have a couple of real birds. I mean, they were dead, hanging from the fucking trees. Am I lying?
So they had a little problem
Yeah, let's get into that.
with the I don't know what the fuck, turkey crows, the vultures, and
Yeah,
this-
turkey vultures.
something else, some kind of crow.
Yeah, right. Some kind of crow.
They were infesting the fucking trees above the bear enclosure,
Probably because of the meat.
I guess. So they just hung fucking roadkill dead birds from the fucking trees in effigy. They even call them effigies.
It's just
And
crazy. It's so
to
like
chase
Roman.
away, yeah,
or
to
like-
chase away the other birds.
It's like putting fucking heads on spears, man.
It's like each bird was drawn and quartered.
But it works.
Apparently,
See, animals communicate, man. telling you, man. It's crazy.
yeah. They said this area is fucked up.
Like these birds roll up and they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You see the size of these guys and they got them hanging from their feet.
That one looks like Charlie.
I mean, they were just like, they didn't even look like healthy. They didn't even look like,
No, they were dead.
they were just like, they
So-
were like, oh, fucking jacked up, man.
Yeah, I mean, all the health kind of runs out of them when they're dead.
No, but like, where did they get? Like, it looked like they were eating roadkill, and then an 18-wheeler fucking hit them, and then
It's
they were
quite
like,
possible.
here, hang these ones.
Yeah, these are meaty.
Probably they may get them from roadkill, you know.
They probably do.
God.
But on the other hand, I think maybe they have a couple zoo employees
Yeah, whose job is that?
with metal bumpers collecting up a little roadkill.
Couple of air rifles.
Yeah. It just so happens a squirrel dies the next day. They find a fucking squirrel missing an eye.
Fucking road. Jesus. I just see a road crew out there with those fucking pump up ones.
Oh my god, I'm glad somebody's enjoying this horse shit. Oh my god. So yeah,
Sorry.
you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh, that's so bad. Yeah, what a anyway. What a bad experience I had in Milford, though. That was a bad experience.
Yeah, so anyway, we're rolling into Bear Mountain Zoo
Yeah.
parking lot. We had to park like 6 miles away because who would have thought Bear Mountain Zoo would be crowded on Columbus Day
Yeah,
weekend on a Saturday?
That place was packed, man.
Yeah. So
I'm glad you like it.
who knocks on the fucking window? Park police.
Yeah, now I'm behind you, and I'm like, oh, where's this cop going?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm not, and I get mad because I'm like, oh, he's just gonna cut in front of us. Like I'm thinking, who's this guy think he is? But he's pulling you over, yeah.
Yeah, he was knocking on the window, tell Linda to pull over. He claims he may have saw something in the dashboard that shouldn't have been there.
What was he like? Is that what they do? Was he park police? What was he?
He was park police, I believe. Yeah,
And is that what these guys do? Like they're like they just look for shit like
guess. Yeah.
that. Wow.
So picked up an expired registration and expired inspection ticket.
How'd that go? I mean, did you keep your cool? I wasn't in the car. I didn't
Oh,
want
yeah.
to press the issue afterwards because I
Oh,
didn't
no.
want it to. I didn't know if she was upset about it or whatever. Did she get? And she ended up with a ticket or not?
2 tickets.
Now, is that considered Rockland County?
Yes.
Northern Rockland, right?
Yeah.
So she works in that area, like in Rockland. She works in Nanuet. It's inconvenient for her to have to go to court. Where would that court be? It's a state.
Oh, she doesn't have to.
Oh,
Oh, she can do it by mail.
oh, okay. And so that she doesn't want to maybe try to bargain a little something, or maybe talk the cop out of saying, "Hey, let's just forget about it."
I showed the cop my cleavage, and it got me nowhere.
Oh, so he's not breaking that.
No.
No. Forget it.
That guy's... He's like an iron rod.
Yeah. Oh, he is.
Yeah.
He
I mean, you've seen my cleavage.
and then I saw now a second guy. I'm going to call him backup.
Yes.
Rolled up.
Mhm.
How did you feel about that? Did you feel intimidated?
Yeah. First of all, I think the kid was about 14. I'm not even sure if his gun was real.
Ah, were they polite though?
Very.
They
Yeah.
typically are. Those
Yeah.
guys are usually really chill. You ever notice that?
He was very chill.
Yeah. One time,
And the guy on my side, when I was surprised that he was there. I said, "Oh, hey, what's up?" He was just, "How you doing?"
yeah,
And that was it.
they probably get a lot of bullshit though. Those guys, like a lot of people come up. I mean, I used to go up there to party. I'm guilty of it. You know, like a lot of people go there to fucking have a good time.
Oh yeah.
So he probably put up with a lot of shit.
How do you think all the animals ended up dead? It drank too much.
Threw your empty bottles at them, did you?
Yes. That's what we call drinking too much.
Yeah, man. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Like to me, I've been to that zoo 100 times and I'll go 100 more times. I don't really care. I know,
yeah.
like it's just to me, it's a nice day out. It's always a nice time out. That's all.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Jenny's teaching her welding class next week, and then the week after. That is the week after that is her test, which is a Saturday, and I'm gonna go with her. I'm gonna take my longboard and go around Bear Mountain on it, around the lake and all that shit.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, check it out. You know,
You can go up to what is that? There's a road,
there's a lot I could explore up there, man. So
but it's one just drive that everybody knows. I guess you go up to the.
oh, to take you up to the tower.
Yes.
Yeah. Perkins Memorial Drive, I believe it's called.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it. There's a lot of good hills there.
Oh yeah, I bet I could find a lot there.
Guarantee you break your speed record.
Oh, I guarantee I get into a head-on collision.
Wait a minute.
That's why I like to go where there's
you
no
100% guarantee.
Because I'll go.
Like, is there money back on this? Like,
am I going to use your
'cause I'll-
GoPro?
'cause I'll go check it out.
Can you use your new gimbal?
Yeah. I mean,
I think it's pretty
that'd be
impressive.
worth $100.
It's pretty. Where did you find that? Amazon or
Amazon.
TikTok? Amazon.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah.
I loaned my GoPro to the church. I have to get it back.
Does it extend? Or no? Like it doesn't extend. It's not a.
Oh,
selfie
does
stick.
it have a what you call a quad tripod attached?
Yeah, it does not have a.
it does
Oh,
not.
limited. Yeah,
It's a limited gimbal. It'd be kind of a lot of weight.
kind of like a thimble.
a thimble gimbal. It'd be kind of a lot of weight at the end of a selfie stick, I think.
Mm. Yeah,
Speaking of which, how's those commercials going for the selfie stick?
I'm not impressed with that selfie stick at all.
So you got to make a bad commercial so they upgrade it and send you another free one.
And so I won't do it. And I have misplaced it.
How do you misplace a selfie stick?
I don't know. But I found myself asking my daughters if they knew where my selfie stick was this morning. Which is
You know, we
something I
could-
never thought I'd hear myself say.
I've got to go out and influence. Where's my selfie stick?
People need to be influenced
By me. I saw somebody on a skateboard on Maple Ridge. or Surrey. It might have been Surrey.
Surrey, Maple Ridge. Oh,
By the
over
dump.
there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Longboard or regular skateboard? Like, was it
Long.
cool like mine, or a regular skateboard?
I don't know.
How old was the person?
Much younger than us.
Oh, it was probably a regular skateboard, but that's cool.
So what I did as I pulled over, I said, I have a friend at this address.
Oh, cool.
He works nights.
Mhm.
So you have to roll up about 4 in the morning.
Oh,
Pound
good,
on
you
the
did.
door. He's hard of hearing.
Is really, if he doesn't answer, you just kick it in.
and invite him to join your little skateboard, your Surrey Drive skateboard club. You know what you
I
could
would
do?
love to. What?
We could modify a painter's pole, turn that into a selfie stick.
I'm glad Dave Road is watching, because I've been.
Everybody?
I've been like, I just wish that he would give me some of his time, so that I know his time is precious. I want to design something for my longboard so that I can record without having to hold my fucking phone, and I can like bomb the hill without fucking dying.
I'm not gonna be happy until your longboard looks like a one-man band. There's so much shit hanging off of it.
I know, right?
It's gonna be a 7-camera shoot.
I know.
You'll be just in the middle of fucking tentacles of GoPros.
My idea is to get my number of shoots down. You understand? So like now I have, sometimes I use 3 cameras, but most of the time 2, right? So it gives me 2 to 3 different angles on one bomb, right?
So
One hill
where
bomb.
are you getting these 3 cameras?
Leftover iPhones from when I get new ones, and then I just send them to my new phone.
Which is interesting. When you clip these together, I never noticed a drop in quality.
No, there isn't, because it hasn't gotten any better. That's remember I was telling you.
Yeah,
Their
they
technology
say
for
it's
their
better.
not for their editing and recording. There's no big change. Don't expect anything major. I think I think you can like zoom with this little button on the side here. That's about it. That's like the only major thing.
Well, yeah, and the editing stuff is in the iOS 18 software. So they went a little backwards with that.
Yeah, I don't like, everything is it's glitchy. It's just not from the best editing app I think out there is TikTok.
It's certainly the simplest.
I mean, yeah, that's why I think it's the best. I mean, why complicate shit? You can,
Cousin Vinny says they have C clamps that you can squeeze, and they have long arms that'll stick up high from the board. That might work.
Yes, Vinny. Okay. I agree with you. I know these things exist, but I cannot find them. So if you know where I can find that, that would be great. Send me the link or tell me or something, because I've looked. I'm looking for like he said, like they sell really nice C clamps that you could probably put it pretty much anywhere on the board, and then arms. I've seen them, but I've seen it, but I'm thinking these are probably, some wealthy camera guys that got some crazy shit somewhere.
Cousin Vinny says Harbor Freight.
What? Are you saying one of my favorite stores has what I need?
What you've been questing for.
There's a Harbor Freight in Hawley. I don't know if you're familiar with Hawley.
There's a Harbor Freight in Hawley?
Yeah.
Where?
Do you know where Walmart is in Hawley?
You talking about Matamoros?
Hawley. So, like, do you know where Two Guys from Italy's Pizza?
Oh, okay. Honesdale.
Oh, what did I say? Hawley?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Honesdale over there?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
So
Honesdale.
by
My
that
apologies.
Walmart.
Yes.
And then there's a new Harbor Freight over there, huh?
Yes, in Honesdale.
Oh, that might have been the one we went to with Jesse.
We did.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
we
makes
ran
sense
in
now.
there. Yep.
They have like 4-foot arms that'll stick up. I think I know what he's talking about,
Wow.
and I may even have the clamp you're talking about.
Vinny, that's awesome. I'm gonna have to go see this. I wonder if I could see it online or not, and then just order it and then pick it up there or something. That's cool.
Are you talking? It sounds like a bar clamp.
He said a Harbor Freight in Milford, the old Staples. Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's saying like a clamp, right? It goes on, but then you can adjust the arm so that like you can position it so that it's above,
Okay, I gotcha.
Because one thing I found with my homemade contraption that I have, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is that like it's low to the ground. So when I come around turns, the camera gets lower, and then sometimes I'll hit my phone. Yo, man.
Better than hitting your head.
Yeah, I guess. I just don't want it to like come out of the clamp and then I run it over, and then it's like I gotta tell Jenny.
That's
That's not gonna go over well.
she got to Venmo up.
I'll just blame one of the kids.
Oh yeah.
Like, what did you guys do to my phone? I'll just leave it on the kitchen counter.
Hang on 1 second.
Yeah.
I think I don't. I think I know what Vinny's talking about, but I think it's different than what you're talking about.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I love Harbor Freight. I think that's like one of my favorite stores to go to because they always have cool stuff. I had no idea they had anything like that there. But yeah, I looked on Amazon, but don't know what to click. I don't know what to put in there. What to type into the search engine. But probably not expensive at all if it's at Harbor Freight.
So I think this is what Vinny's talking about, but I don't think it's what you're talking about.
Is that what you're talking about, Vin?
And you could clamp it to the board, and then you'd have this sticking up. Which
Okay.
would be, in my
Let me
eyes,
see.
perfect for you to fucking impale yourself on. Should
I
you
mean-
fall.
Well, first off, can you sharpen this?
Can I?
Is this what
I'll
you're...
be doing it on the show.
See, now this is not what I envisioned. Is this what he's talking about?
I believe so.
If this would actually, if I could clamp this to the board this way so that it comes out in front of the board, that would be cool. But yeah.
I still like the impaling factor because that's gonna make it's gonna
As it goes through,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's why
Yeah,
I would like it
it's
sharpened.
it's almost like dying of electric shock. It's gonna hurt the whole time. The whole time this thing's going through you. It's even serrated on one edge.
Will they
on
leave
two
it in
edges.
me or will it go completely through?
Well, first they're gonna try that old trick with the folding knife and
Mhm.
the squeeze it on there and break it like an old wooden arrow. That's not gonna work. And then the fire department's gonna have to come and get their grinders going.
And then the electric company is going to stop by.
Yeah, I'd say probably the way I'd handle it is I'd probably cut one end and I'd push it all the way through you.
Wait, cousin Vinny said he sent you a pic.
Yeah, it's this.
Oh, it is that. I don't know if that's going to work.
It's gonna work
Because of the
fine
angle of
for
the
what I'm
plant.
thinking.
Well, for what you're thinking. But what I needed to do is to be out in front of me.
But do you put the
looking
camera
this
out
way.
that flat? That's how flat you do it?
Yeah, so that, because I like it to get the wheels. I like it to be low to the ground. And I like it out, straight out there. Sometimes I have it off to the side a little bit. But I just don't like to hold it anymore because it slows me down. I want to go faster.
Cousin Vinny says that one's really aggressive.
It is.
Is this an aggressive bar clamp?
But I wonder, that might be useful. I'm trying to think how I could apply it.
Don't try to spare his feelings.
It's just the angle isn't proper to clamp it to my board.
Tony says you want
Because-
something that breaks away easily. I'm thinking at the speed of like you have it right here, and at the speed of maybe 16 miles an
Lean
hour,
over it.
it breaks off like a spear. And just
Gets caught underneath
comes
my
ripping
nozzle.
through you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, that is a good idea, but it's the wrong angle for the clamp. I need it to go out, not up.
It seems like this is something we should be able to do pretty easily.
I have ideas, but I need it to also be able to be removable. I don't want. Yeah, I like to take a few shots and then I put the camera away and I actually go and like fucking have some fun. Like.
Let's see.
Yeah.
It has to be removable.
Yeah.
So then you have your requirements. Do I get to have a requirement?
Yeah, absolutely.
There has to add an air of danger.
Okay, absolutely.
Maybe we weld a Chinese throwing star to the top.
Something that launches 16-ounce bottle rockets at me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, you're gonna have to up the plus you want more views, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think you're gonna have to add to the danger. Have you considered an alligator?
No, they're not my vibe. I'm more into bears, I think.
Okay.
I had what?
Call me.
Call you? Yeah, take care of it.
Sure you're into bears?
I had a bear stop by last night.
Oh, did you? What was his name?
I don't know, man, but he pissed me the fuck off.
Did he hug you and breathe Scotch breath on your neck?
He took both of my empty garbage cans and dragged them to the side yard and left them tipped over. It's like, and he knew they were he knew they were empty. They're always empty.
So you just think he was being a dick?
Yeah, he was being a fucking dick. He was pissed off because he's being lazy. It's that time of season for them where they're just like trying to get every last little bit of whatever they can before they go to sleep for 6 months, Yeah, he was grumpy. He was being grumpy. Fucking dragged my shit to the side. And I knew that I went out there this morning with the dogs and I'm like, both of the garbage cans are missing. I knew right away. I'm like, fucking man, come on. And I was like, at least he didn't bring him in the street. He just left them on the side of the house. But fucking asshole, man.
Bears can be jerks.
Yeah, like he broke the fence, He broke the fucking fence 3 times. That's why I left it. That's it. Fuck him. It's the door now for the kids. They use it every day. Little Caleb and the boy next door. They use the broken fence now as an entranceway to get back and forth to the properties. It's fine.
There you go.
I'm not fixing it anymore because the bear just gonna keep breaking it. Yeah, there's Jenny.
Tony suggests a giant steel skewer.
Oh, to hold my camera?
Yes.
That's a good idea.
It'll probably get more views.
Again, as long as it's sharp. I'm thinking skewer, that'll be sharp.
I have those swords.
Now you're talking.
I think we got something here.
Now you're talking. Is Eric still watching? Eric Buffon. I wanted to talk to him about his onions, his peppers and onions, because Jenny's on right now.
Somebody made
Who
this.
is a top chef.
Bad angle.
Yeah, I don't like that angle on that. It's not. It's got to be out more.
It's got to be parallel to the ground.
Yeah, because that is gonna put that so it's looking up your nose almost. You have to. It has to be out in front of you so that it could see below you to your, the whole your aura.
Your aura, okay.
If you will.
Well said.
Right? You want it to see everything. If you have it on like these 45-degree angles and all that, you're not going to get everything. Plus, also, like if you want to get like a side view, it needs to be flat also, so you can get to the side and then get like the sun over your shoulder as you're going along the side of a mountain or something.
Okay, they're very romantic skateboard videos.
I should put some love music to them, like some
Get
really
yourself like
slow
a long blonde wig flowing behind you.
Don't give me ideas, please. That's a good idea. Maybe I will. Put a dress on.
Yeah, I think that a nice sundress. I think that would be great. I think that would make a great video. It'd definitely get more views.
It's so disgusting. I wouldn't dare do that. I don't
Again.
like
The first time it didn't go well.
Yeah, just too many bad memories.
Yeah. Who knows that Chinese convention was in town?
How did I know? How did I know that place was a pickle park?
Now you know. So did Jenny miss the whole beginning of the show? We were praising her baking skills.
Probably. Knowing my wife, yeah, she missed it.
Was saying nice things, nice complimentary things.
Oh, man, my shoulder hurts today.
What kind of shit were you doing today that your shoulder hurts? What Jenny have you doing?
You know what it is? It's a rebuilt shoulder. It's not real.
Isn't it supposed to be better, faster, stronger?
Yeah, right. I hate with these guys with their bullshit. Hey, Omar. With their bullshit. These, like, when I got one. Thank you. Well, when we're done with you, it's going to be good as new. You could play ball again, or it's such bullshit. It's like it still hurts. It just doesn't fall out of the socket anymore.
I mean, it's got to be a plus.
Which is a plus. Don't get me wrong. They fixed it. It's just, shit hurts. That's all there is to it. Omar. I'm going to go see Omar tomorrow. What are you doing tomorrow?
Working. Yeah.
You should take some time off. Come spend some time with me.
I wish I could. Soon.
Dave Road.
Soon.
Check the group chat.
So everybody seems to be sharing
information.
So I have part of this, actually.
What do you got? Let's build it. What do you got to make it with the 3D printer?
No, it's a mount that. Yeah, check this fucking thing out. How's that?
That's exactly what I need. How much is that?
This is gonna run Jenny about $35.
Oh, I have that on my Venmo.
Okay. So I'm gonna see if I can share this with you. I know this is super exciting for the three people watching. Well, it's in the group chat. You'll find it.
Thank you, Dave. Again, Dave. He'll find anything.
Dave is quite a fine.
He's a sleuth, if you will.
An internet sleuther for things that you need.
He will find it.
He will find it.
We should show cousin Vinny somehow what Dave found.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out.
Yeah, Dave wins.
To cousin Vinny. Yeah, Dave wins. Dave. Even a blind squirrel, like I say, is going to find an occasional nut. Now this is good. This is going to work nice for you. I think you're going to have to buy two.
Hold on 1 second.
This is a truly interactive show.
Sorry.
That's okay.
We just have a little issue, if you will.
Fans, huh?
Yeah. Looks like my cat got into a fight. Okay. Also. So I got that going on. Little Bear's been getting into.
Is he okay?
Yeah. The neighbor's cat comes over for whatever. It's just animals being animals, and fucking gets into scuffles with my cat constantly. Here's the thing. It's very hard to handle because they're both outside cats, and that's that. But on top of it, they're both black. So
you know how they are.
Well, that's right away. We got problems, right? But here's the other problem: is that I can't break it up the way that I want to because I can't tell which cat is mine. You understand where I'm going with this?
Yes.
Okay, so if I knew which one was mine, I would gladly beat the other one about the head and face with the biggest bat that I could find, and we would just squash this fucking issue. But That's not going to happen because I don't want to hit my cat.
Well, can't you just, I don't know, spray paint your cat green?
I thought about that, just putting it in bleach. Actually, see how that goes.
Face first.
But you know, and here's why I say this, and I don't mean to be mean towards animals or anything, but I've had other cats come in my yard. So typically, what I'll do is stand beside my cat, or I'll sneak up behind the other cat while my cat has that cat's attention. I know this sounds childish, but that's what I do.
Okay.
And then
And you scare it.
what happened? Yeah, exactly. Now that cat knows, okay, I'm not going to go on that property anymore because those guys gang up on you. You see how that works? I can't do it with that cat because it looks just like mine. Like it's like,
You're gonna have to put a bell or a flag on Little Bear.
yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. That's the thing. It's like, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna go over to my neighbor and say, "Hey, your cat." It's like, well, yeah, it's an outdoor cat. So is yours. Shit's gonna happen, man.
Maybe we should take a page out of cockfighting. Maybe we can strap little razor blades, a Little Bear's paws.
Something, right? Put like a little studded necklace on her or something with some
Yeah.
spikes.
Oh yeah.
A little electrical charged. Something electrically charged. I wonder if we could do that. That she can't hurt herself with, but you know.
So you want a cat to be wearing a stun gun?
Basically, so when the other cat swats at it, it's like
I think
you know?
I think we could figure this out.
We can do something. Dave, want to get cracking on that?
Yeah, want to get crack-a-lacking on that?
Yeah, it's just, it's it's your cat, it's your animal, and then you see it's all like scruffed up, or it's got like a chunk of hair out of its fucking shoulder,
An X where tie used to
yeah,
be.
the fucking cat's walking around all gimped up. So we gotta. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to, like I do with the other cats, establish some sort of shit with them where he knows not to come in the yard. But until the situation presents itself where they're not already entangled, because that's when I know the cat is there. You hear them just going at it. And it's like, okay, now it's too late. It's just this big ball of black fur. They're fast, man.
Oh yeah.
You ever see them fight?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's vicious.
Yeah. I used to host cat fighting in Mexico.
You did?
Yes.
See, I used to do the cockfighting, and
That hurts after a
but,
while.
yeah, and that's what happened after a while. Like, you take a couple of mushroom dents to the face.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You'll remember that.
Holy jeez Louise.
Yeah. Looks like somebody smashed in the forehead with a fireman's helmet. I'm glad somebody finds this funny. It's us and only us. So this
Fuck 'em.
exactly. So this is all part of you wanting to up your edit game.
Yeah.
I understand. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna segment this for you.
Do it. Let's do it.
In 2024, you
Mhm.
said you were gonna engage on this journey of
Mhm.
doing things that you find enjoyment from.
Fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have fun. Yeah.
And then you also narrowed it down what you find fun. I mean, because
Mhm.
after you killed 2 prostitutes, you were bored with that.
Yeah, well, it gets it's
Yeah.
messy.
Yeah. Especially on January 2nd when everybody's like still hungover.
Yeah, and I'm like right into my New Year's resolution.
Yeah. Yeah, just hacking a head off in the bathtub. So, no, but you spent 2024 skateboarding,
Mhm. Yeah, I did.
and now I think 2025 is going to be the year of you upping your editing
the
game,
game.
up in the way you have your camera shooting at you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're thinking about adding maybe some kind of drone
Drone.
technology.
I want a drone to follow me so I could go down some of these nice country roads that I know there's not a lot of cars, but there's a lot of scenery and stuff. So maybe it could fly above me, and there's a river to my left. It could catch the river, things like that. You know,
Yeah.
I would like to see if they could keep up with me too. I'd like to challenge it.
You want to challenge a drone?
Yeah, I want to see
Could you do me a favor?
if a drone could keep up with me on my board going down a hill, like bombing a hill. I would like to see it.
Could you challenge maybe one of those Air Force drones to a death match?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I would like. Well,
Can I film it
Here's the thing:
while it's cutting you with 50 cal?
how fast do they accelerate those drones?
I've gotten mine up to about 45.
Wow, that fast, huh? So it could keep up with me because I don't go over 30. I don't go over 28, really.
Yes, 28 is your record. In the
And I'm
books.
very happy there. I'm not looking for 30.
Oh,
It's you crash at fucking 30. I don't know, man. It's gonna hurt.
well then
28,
you might
I
want to
think
wipe
is
the
a-
grease I put on your skateboard wheels off before the next time you go out.
You saturated them in WD 40.
Yeah, it's amazing how soft they got.
You touched them and like oranges on your finger.
Yeah, they look like a golf ball now.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd like to up my game. I'd like to get some different like a real gimbal like you got, and so you know it's stable, and I'd like to get that mount that Dave just sent, you know, to get those shots from the board that are
I think you should
cool
get 4 of
angles.
them.
I have a missing quad pod.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's probably in Livy's desk at school.
I also have a thing that the kids bought me for Father's Day, that the whole tripod set up.
Oh, with the lights and everything.
Yeah. I got a lot of things, you know, I just need better camera stuff to like record.
So my estimation, this is going to run Jenny somewhere in the $5,000 to $6,000 range. I mean, to
Hopefully.
get you where you need to be.
Yeah, hopefully. We're going to
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep
To
it
get
there.
a professional level.
Now, you know, and what I'd really like to do is record somebody other than myself. The reason I record myself is because nobody else is around
Yes.
to record. But I would love to like be behind somebody on a board and be able to like get some really cool angles and just, you know.
Well, you could do that by putting your selfie stick on the back of the board.
Well, this is, you know, again, this is where the drone comes
And
in.
it's going to follow that selfie stick on the back of the board with a camera on the end of it is going to follow you like it's on rails.
And that's what, again, that's why I need that clamp to get those views.
Dave says we're going to be building the gym.
Yeah. We are.
Oh, in the new gym.
In the new gym in the garage. Which hopefully you guys come and use.
What are you trying to say?
If you want to use it. It's
Say
open.
I'm soft,
No. I mean,
Pudgy.
you could use it for anything.
diabetic,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that. Yeah, you know, like just to, like,
morbidly obese.
I always tell people the door is open. Door is open.
Do I have to pound on it and ask for permission to come aboard?
Yes. Yes. Permission to come aboard.
Yes.
Permission granted.
I think you should put the garage on stilts so you actually have to climb a
Come
ladder to
aboard.
get in, to climb aboard.
A rope ladder.
Oh, that'd be fun. 4 o'clock in the morning.
Have feathered hats at the bottom for people to put on.
Yes,
Come aboard.
this is now turning into a gay club.
Hold your hand as you come up the last step. Yeah, grab your hand.
Oh yeah.
Grab forearms like this.
Yeah.
Brother.
Oh yeah, this is a Viking gay club. It's gonna be Jenny's gonna come home one day and just YMCA is blasting out.
I got a tree fort in the backyard. A bunch of guys dressed like Vikings, drinking mead.
Viking with no pants on.
Bunch of pantless Vikings.
Dave says, "I say we build a half pipe in there. We'd have room for it.
I have to, Dave.
I mean, we don't really care if he sails into the roof of the garage.
or into the garage door. I put a dent in it.
That'd be a good video, at
Oh,
least.
that's all I need.
A geo-shaped dent on the inside of the garage.
Like the Roadrunner.
You look like that fucking, what's that Star Wars thing? The guy was frozen.
Han Solo.
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back. Froze the poor bastard.
I'm not sure that's the cadence you're supposed to say that movie in.
What do you mean?
You
Just
said
say it.
you said Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
I think it's the Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back. Did I say it right the second time?
I don't know. We got 31 minutes to fill. Why don't you try it some more time?
Empire Strikes Back. I was curious how Eric was. I was curious how Eric made his onions and peppers. I'm just like if he added anything to them or something, but he's not. Doesn't seem to be in the chat.
Well, maybe he's got better things to do than to chat on this bullshit show.
Yeah, I was just curious because they just, I don't know, have it's very good. He's really a good cook. Like he really is.
Oh, yeah.
Chef. What do you call him? A chef? Is he a chef?
He's a chef.
Yeah, he's a really good chef.
And
Oh, there he is. He's here.
You said his stromboli was exceptional.
Okay. Are you ready for the stromboli story? I'm going to put myself out there with this stromboli.
I mean, my taints are tingling.
All right. Now, I don't know nothing about Italian food. All right. I mean, I was only raised by, my Sicilian grandparents from Sicily in New York City, right? What do I know about Italian food? I don't know nothing.
Right.
Okay.
Anybody that doesn't realize that Olive Garden is authentic Italian doesn't know shit. You don't know nothing.
And I lived on Little Italy, Mulberry Street. And I would dare to say, I would put his stromboli up against any stromboli I've ever had in my life and say that his was, I'm going to dare to say, maybe even one of the best I ever had. I mean, it's fucking good, man. Like really well made. And it's, I don't know. You could just tell like when something's made with a lot of attention, and it was made with a lot of attention.
Now it had
it's
did it
perfect.
have contents that you're not used to
Yes,
normally having.
that's the
in
thing.
A stromboli.
Usually, I don't like to mix. I don't like to put peppers and onions in my stromboli.
Ooh, that was close.
You know,
When you said usually I don't like to mix.
Oh no!
I thought we were going in a very dangerous place.
Hey, listen, if the mix is right, but I can't help but enjoy the onions and peppers that he puts inside the stromboli. I mean, it's just delicious, man. Like it's delicious, and it lasts me. It's so big, it lasts me 3 days, and I enjoy this fucking thing for 3 days. 3 days, and here's the official Gio Vaccarino test. I have a belief that if it tastes good, then it tastes good cold, no matter what. It tastes good no matter what, if it really tastes good.
Okay.
So I can take that stromboli out of the fridge, cold, and just chow down on it while I'm watching TV because it's that good. You don't have to heat it up. That's how good it is. It tastes even better heated, but...
Can you turn it into an ice pop?
I haven't tried. I have not tried. But it is, I have to say, I might even say it's the best stromboli I ever had, man. Like, it's really that good.
So I'll have to order myself a stromboli maybe for Christmas or for.
It's made with a lot of attention. Even you know what would bring it to like just the.
Oh, here we go. This is what you're telling Eric how to do better.
No, it's not. He already knows this, I'm sure. Is if he had a pizza oven, it just makes everything different, right?
Oh yeah, but you had a pizza oven.
But without a pizza oven, to make it that good. I can't even imagine if you had a pizza oven, then you would just get that slight little bit of that crispness on the top. You know what I mean? Where the bottom isn't crisp, but the top has like that, just that little bit. Oh, man. The crust itself that he makes is like a really for that thing. It's different. I'm telling you, gotta try it.
You had a beautiful cinder block pizza oven.
I did.
It was, yeah, it made everything taste like the ground.
It was earthy, as I like to
Very
say.
earthy wares came out of that.
But yeah, it was. Oh, so he says it's simple. I just cook it with the strong. So that's it, huh? I'm telling you, man, delicious. And here's what I like about it too. It holds together. You ever buy a stromboli and you cut
It's
it
the worst.
and it fucking falls apart?
Yeah.
Okay, so his doesn't fall apart. You could pick it up, dip it into the delicious sauce that he makes. Makes a nice sauce that for like strombolis and just pizza, and it's delicious and it doesn't fall apart. It's like, I'm telling you, it's made with attention. You could tell.
And I hear there was some good rainbow cookies.
Delicious. I forgot who made those cookies. Maybe I think his wife made those cookies.
I love
those
rainbow cookies.
Those
Those are my
cookies were
favorite.
slamming.
Yeah.
So I brought them home to Jessie, of course, because she's a rainbow cookie aficionado. You are too? You like them?
Oh, I'm a big fan.
I am too. But yeah, they were delicious. So
My friend growing up, his mom used to make them too. They are good, homemade.
they're hard to make.
Oh, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is a lot of work. I've never done it. I think Jenny has, but yeah, Eric's wife made them and they were delicious. It was like right out of the bakery or something, like that texture of it and everything. You know when you buy a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were delicious.
Now, what about making them with butter?
I don't know. I never made. Oh, with that butter.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
it could be troublesome for me.
that's a problem I've been having is the gummies that I buy are so fucking good. And I don't have anything sweet throughout the day.
So you're like, fucking, I love a guy.
So I have a gummy at night and then I want to have another one because it's so good.
Yeah, right.
Then I'm higher than a giraffe's asshole. So yeah, those really good tasting gummies are dangerous.
Yeah.
Now, I had the last pack of gummies that I had purchased from the place in Port Jervis that's no longer there
Yeah.
was supposed to be key lime pie.
Mm.
And it tastes like key lime pie for a half a second, and then it tastes like pepper. It's almost like a spice to it.
Yeah, it's probably some kind of fucking weird chemical they put in there to stabilize it.
It's something. I don't know. I was hoping it was like fentanyl.
And they shortchanged you, huh?
I felt shortchanged because I'm still alive, so I don't think it was fentanyl. But yeah, the ones that I've been getting now, oh my god.
Eric says they do that too. So he puts he can make a nice rainbow cookie in your.
You see, because I've gotten to the point where I'm not trying not to eat any carbs or anything, but if it's a THC infused, then it's not carbs as much as it's medicine.
Right.
So I can eat a rainbow cookie.
Right. Yeah, because you got to get your medicine.
Yeah, I got my medicine. I can't. It's not like I could squeeze it out.
I know. I've been bad with the chocolate lately. Just been bad with it.
Well, this is your season.
It's just what it is.
It's only going to get worse because we're getting closer to Halloween.
I have to work harder. That's all there is to it. I got to push so that I don't fall behind with my exercise versus caloric intake.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
You're quite the guru.
Well, it's... I got to do things. Otherwise, I'm going to sit around and get, overweight and depressed for just sitting around watching TikTok all day.
I mean,
you know what I mean? That's what happens. Like, I'm like, oh my God.
I'm overweight and depressed, and I feel pretty good about it.
Well, how do I do that? We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later.
We don't want to give away trade secrets.
I have a whole class.
Okay.
It takes about 45 seconds to complete, and then there's a test.
Oh, a test. I don't know. I don't know. I can give you my attention for that long. 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Really pushing it, buddy.
Eat twice your necessary caloric intake and never move. And water. Don't drink water. Water's the devil. You want to drink a cola, a nice fine cola.
Oh, those diet ones I hear are really good for you.
Oh yeah,
I think they come with cancer now.
they really.
It's under the
yeah.
cap. You just pick it, like you either get it or you don't. You're like, oh, I got cancer.
I cracked open a diet a Mountain Dew the other day, and I have to say, I one sip, and I was like, "This is cancery."
Wow,
You could just taste it.
you can just taste the chemo.
Yes, you could just taste this soda. Tastes like a glioblastoma.
That's our food, man.
It's really glastoma.
Mm. It's like, well, what are your other options? Like, water that's saturated with particles of plastic, or like what's?
How do we know that plastic's bad for you?
How do we know that anything is really bad for you if everything's that's made comes from this earth anyway?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. Does it make sense?
Everything makes sense. I think no, you don't have any choice. You could dig your own well, I guess. Sanitize your own water. Kill your own food.
Drink poppy soda. It does great for
your gut health.
Now, what is poppy soda?
I've been hearing about this.
Now, is this a factual, or is this a new like TikTok fad? We're gonna drink poppy soda, kind of like glucosamine and chondroitin.
Okay, I didn't know that was a TikTok fad.
Glucosamine and chondroitin.
Yeah. Well, boy, that one got past me. I didn't hear the guy in the oddly affected deep voice telling me about glucosamine and chondroitin.
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You missed out on that wave. That
slipped right by me. That wave. There's the wave.
That was so 2020.
Me.
But
so yes, I can't think of where I've heard of this poppy soda. Is that here?
Poppy, as in facts. It is a soda without all the high sugar. Is it like when you say poppy, like poppy seeds?
Or I poppy?
Or I poppy, like Mira, check out the soda, man. Like what do you mean?
Oh, pendejo, check out this soda.
Ay, papi.
Are you waiting for a response?
Oh yes, I was. I forget there's like 5 seconds in between.
Oh, at least.
But yeah, I'll have to look into that. I've never even heard of it. Poppy soda.
There's a note in there that says ship on the side of the earth.
Well, yeah, just to follow up from last week real quick.
Okay, the upside down ship picture.
Yeah. If you can't show me one on the bottom of the earth, can we at least get one from the side?
A side view.
Just like a ship coming up the Atlantic on the side.
So see, being that we're in a geosynchronous orbit,
okay,
following the equatorial divide.
Okay.
We only get one pay called perspective.
I don't understand.
And that perspective feels like from above.
What do you mean?
So we'd have to shift the satellite to see a glancing view of the Earth.
Well, I'm talking about the astronauts while they're up there floating around like they do. They don't see a ship on the side of the fucking Earth. They can't zoom in with one of their cameras while they're up there with their fancy shit they got.
I don't know. I mean,
yeah, exactly. This is what I'm talking about. They're up there. They got cameras in the ship that they could zoom in and look at stuff from wherever they are. And nobody just was like, hey, check out that ship. It looks like it's creeping up the side of the Earth. Let me get a picture of that. Look at the one floating upside down on the bottom of the Earth. Let me get a picture of those Eskimos that are hanging upside down. Nobody got that picture?
I guess not.
That's what bothers me. That bothers me. I have to like I want to be wrong about it. So I have to prove to myself that there's got to be a reason.
I have to believe that there's pictures where that a ship might look like it's presenting more of one side than the other to you because of the curvature of the Earth. I have to believe that exists. Google pictures of ships from space.
But how come we're out in space? Why do we always have to be above the Earth in space? Why can't we be we're out in there? It's not like we're gonna bump into shit, right? We just kind of go, instead of going up and out, we just kind of go up and then we kind of like float down a little bit and look from underneath.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Well, these are questions that need to be answered and before I can 100% believe that we've been out there.
I suspect we're going to find answers to your questions.
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm going to have to Google. What do you type in? Ships on the side of the Earth?
Yeah.
Ships upside down in space? I don't understand why you can't see it. What does he say? No, it's made of vinegar and water and sugar. Free stevia. Stevia is is that real sugar or is that a chemical?
I think it's made from the stevia plant.
Oh, so that's a plant. Because my friend Frank was big into that at one time, I remember. I just wasn't sure if it was man-made or natural.
Here you go. You good
You
now?
almost made my water come out of my fucking nose.
You good
So
now?
somebody rotated their photograph and posted it.
Listen, you want an update?
I could upside down and ship my
I gotta do
with
an
my
upside down
fucking
ship.
Photoshop too.
Here you go. Look,
From the moon, from space.
look. You even got a fucking kangaroo on that one.
Thank you. So
You're
I'm not
welcome.
the only one asking this question, obviously, because they have memes about it.
Oh yeah,
Well, where's the picture, man? Where's
I
the
don't know.
proof? Why can't they do it?
we're gonna do some research. We're gonna see, and we're gonna either
Neil deGrasse, he would know.
we'll call him up.
I can't. He doesn't pay attention to me.
You wonder why?
He I wish I could call into his podcast or something, And there's a podcast. He's so smart, man. His brain doesn't turn off. And then there's this woman too that I just.
But he believes we've been to space.
Yeah. But he's also very wealthy.
Tony says, get him on the show. We're working on it.
Tony, we're working on it. I'd love to have him on. It's in the works.
They duck this show. They tend to the
Well, when
great
you're dropping
minds in
truth
science.
bombs like we do,
Absolutely.
I mean,
Making people think.
well, I mean, can Tony show me a picture of nobody could show you that photograph that I'm asking for.
Okay, so
Why?
I have to ask, how do you know nobody can show? Have you searched for it?
I don't have to search for it
It should
because
be presented to you.
no, because I would think that all of the people that always, and I'm not a flat earther person either. I don't know what the shape the earth is, but I would think that all the round earth people would use that picture would be everywhere, right? They'd be like, oh, check out this Mr. Flat Earth guy. Here's your upside down ship. It would be everywhere.
That's fair.
Just like all the other pictures of space are everywhere.
But now I've showed you 2 pictures of upside down ships, and that still wasn't good enough.
Yeah, but that was just a ship that was upside down. It's not one from outer space.
But just because just because they're not, you reword it.
Mhm.
I said upside down ship, and you say ship that's upside down. It doesn't mean mine it's any less valid.
Yeah, but it's not from outer space. You
How
were
do
showing
know
me.
it's not from outer space. You said zoom in. I got you a nice zoom in.
Oh, good God. You just can't get a view from the bottom of the earth.
We're gonna search for this.
How about a view of the bottom of the earth? So the earth from underneath it. If you were floating through space, how come there's no image of anybody just going?
Well, that's a
This
long
is-
float.
Here's the earth. right? They're out all the way up here, man. Why can't they go and shoot this way and then fly underneath it, get some really cool pictures, and then come back in? Or why can't they just fly down and
Slide
out?
down. And then,
Yeah, and then just look back up.
But technically,
And then come up and land down.
because
Mhm.
it's space, there's no perspective of up and down.
right.
Everything is
right.
up.
Here we go.
Give me
Everything
5
is up in
minutes.
space.
I'll whip you up an AI photo. Perfect.
Thank you.
So I mean, everything. If you're launching off the Earth, you launch in a perpendicular fashion. It's always up
Right.
in relation to. It's always up because you have perspective, because you're standing on the Earth and something's rising above you, no matter what position you are on the Earth. But in space, you don't have that stationary perspective to say, "Oh, this is up, this is down, this is left, this is right."
Right. But in the end, when you are in
It doesn't even
space
matter.
and you do orient yourself
Based on what?
based on Earth,
How would you know you're not upside down?
because you would be looking up at Earth.
Well, say you were facing Earth this way, and now you're upside down, and you're facing Earth the same way, and there's still black above you, there's black below you, so you have no real perspective for orienteering,
I don't see it. My orientation would be the Earth itself. So if I blasted off the South Pole,
Okay.
I'm going up
Yes.
until I'm in space, and then I'm going down.
In relation to what?
Into relation to if I had to go back to Earth and turn around, now look, which way am I going? To
Okay.
get back to Earth.
So say there's a planet below you,
But wait,
then it's all reversed.
how am I going back to Earth? What direction?
Up. Based on this planet over here.
Now wait, when I enter
Space
Earth's
from-
atmosphere, what am I doing? I'm going down.
You're falling to Earth.
None of this is making sense to me. So you see,
You should have been a science teacher.
I need to sit with Neil deGrasse for about an hour, all right, maybe a couple weeks, months, years. Pick his brain, question him. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me that you can't get a picture like that. So
I'm gonna find you one.
No, you won't. And you know what?
I'm gonna find you a
It's
nice
not out there.
picture
Of the
of
bottom
a
of the Earth.
Chinese guy standing sideways.
So if there was a hole from one side of the Earth, from the top of the Earth to the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
I would jump down
And then climb up.
Jump up. I would go from jumping down to jumping up. Out of. At what point do I slow down because now I'm going up?
Probably at the point where you get burnt
In the liquid hot magma.
Yes, I think you're going to stop in the magma.
Right? At some point, you have to start.
Tony said, "See, Tony even says, who needs Neil deGrasse Tyson when we have you?"
Exactly. I think the magnetic poles or whatever would slow you down as you start to go up as opposed to
Down.
once you transition through the center of the Earth. Doesn't make sense, does it?
No,
But somehow
it works.
that's what it is. Right?
Same thing with space travel.
Well, space travel, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I think one time you said that you believe that all space travel is really oceanic travel.
Well, I believe, yeah, I mean, I believe that a lot of our technology is under the water. Like, did you know that we have cords that go all the way across?
Yes.
That's what I'm telling you. These satellite things ain't real, man. All your shit, all your internet and shit is under the ocean. and we think it's out in fucking space, and then we're like, well, I'm not getting good bars here. Dude, that shit's in the ocean, man.
Well, a lot of it is in the ocean, but
Mhm.
that's somewhat older technology.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't believe that. I wouldn't take that route.
So,
Still has everybody linked together, and we didn't
Oh,
know
yeah.
about it.
I knew about it.
Well, you knew about it, but you were also top brass military.
Oh yeah, I'm
You know, I didn't know about it. You really knew about that? I didn't know about that until like.
yeah. I
like,
think AT&T
shoot.
even has a commercial about it.
Well, then I guess it's not that top secret, is it?
I think it was declassified at some point.
Yeah, I just don't get it. I don't know. Whatever. That's how I believe we communicate through a lot of things, is through the underground in the ocean.
So if your daughter became a pilot and then got into NASA
Mm-hmm.
and flew into outer space,
Mm-hmm.
you'd reject her as a liar and a fake.
I would say, do me a favor while you're there.
Shoot me a picture of an upside down boat.
Get me the picture of the bottom of the earth or the top of the South Pole from underneath.
top of the South Pole from underneath. So
Mhm.
would you be looking up or
You're
down?
looking up
Down,
from space.
down.
If you're in space,
Yes.
there's the South Pole,
Yes.
and I blast it here. I'm looking this way.
So, but if you're like this spaceship that's going around the Earth to look at the South Pole, you're looking down now.
I don't think you've seen it.
Well, I also haven't done mushrooms, so
This is here. Let me get a little diagram for you. This
Could
is
you
the
make-
spaceship.
I have a
right?
shoebox. Can you make me a diorama?
And I'm looking towards this. This is the top of my ship. I'm looking out the window. Okay,
Yeah,
out this window here,
down at Earth.
and I'm on Earth still, but I'm at the South Pole here on Earth, right? And now I blast off. I'm looking up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, once I get into space and Earth is behind me, right? Where am I looking?
In relation to what, though?
To the Earth. I'm still looking up,
But what if this whole scenario is shifted this way?
but I'm still looking up, right? Now, when I go this way to come back to Earth, I'm shooting down, but I'm going up.
You're coming down out of space.
It's fucking crazy. I fucking can't. I can't wrap my mind around space sometimes. It really was like, it's just insane. Like black holes and all that shit.
Well, we don't know if that exists.
Black holes?
They tell us.
Right. They tell us they exist. I don't know if they do, but it makes sense. I don't know, man. They talk about how you can travel through time differently in space,
Yes.
depending on the angle that you leave Earth and when you come back. Like you could come back 6 months older while Earth continues to spin and other people are a year older.
I thought that had to do with the speed that you were going.
Yeah, it has to do with the speed that you leave and you come back and the rotation of the Earth and where you are in relation to that. It's fucking crazy.
But I thought that only happens at the speed of light.
I don't know.
That was Einstein.
It has to do with too if you're on an so they're talking they were talking about if you go to Mars because the rotation of Mars is different and you were to come back from Mars.
Yeah. some
Everybody
kind of
here would be older than
slingshot.
you.
Yes.
Yeah, because the rotation there is slower in the galaxy than we are. That's fucking weird. So everybody would be older than you when you came back. These are things they're trying to do. Elon Musk, he's trying to make space travel into like a recreational thing.
And then we could find out.
Then I can ask him to take me for a flight to the South Pole. From
so you can look down on the South Pole from
this
space.
doesn't make fucking sense to me, man. It just makes no sense.
I think I named the show pretty aptly this week. Pot Talk.